So I don't think I really made a video about the bike, but here we go. On President's Day 2019 this year, what is it, like fucking 6 months ago? In February, I got this fucking 0 miles 2019 Street Bob Harley Davidson with the 107 cubic inch power plant. And like, I had seen the reviews since like 18, early 19 of this bike, and like I really fell in love with it because I don't like the big fairing bikes. I don't like, the big touring Harleys and stuff, but I do like the power that they have. So I usually into like, bobbers and stuff, that like Road Kings and like Softails that they fucking chop up and turn them into like basically something like this, but from one of those. So I was stoked that they actually started offering like this model, but in a Softail, because before it was the Dyna, which I would have been down for a Dyna, but they killed the fucking model, and I knew they wouldn't finance me a fucking an old bike, like one of those custom bikes they have there, or like a earlier model. Like I had already talked to the guys there. He's like, "We'll finance you if you get a fucking 0 miles, motherfucker, and if you have enough down payment." So on President's Day, I was off from a job I don't have anymore, and I went down there and I got this. And since then, I've bobbed the fender like 6 inches, the rear fender. And like the second day I got it, I made that CC bar because I was actually driving it to West Texas and like a little bit close to like Oklahoma for like some bullshit, and work. So I had my CC bar and I still do. That's how I carried the alternator that's over there for that rat and like the gas. This is my daily driver, which turns me into. So this is why I'm making the video. It's my first 10,000 miles. I don't know if you guys seen the reviews. What I love this about this bike, it has this fucking digital screen. 10,056 miles. So I hit 10K yesterday. In 6 months. I did cut the pipes, like fucking turn them down like straight porkers. Want it to be loud as fuck. Want it to be rusted. Left that fucking the CC bar that I made. Well, actually me and Ray Charles welded it together, but he used his feet. And this is like out of a fucking chimney thing. Oh, it's kind of loose, but it has threads, so you can take it off and change it to something else maybe. But I don't. I like that shit, and I like that brass color on it. Well, I painted it black so it would get faded and then start showing the brass, and it did exactly what I wanted. Just to go kind of with these letters that came on the bike, sort of like about it. I have a fucking travel blanket and a sarape in the front with some leather stripes that I fucking riveted myself. This little band, I found it at the DRI concert, the Dirty Rotten Imbeciles. And like, I don't really wear that shit around my wrist, so I just put it on the bike. It looks sexy on it. My friend Weddle, he gave me this fucking clip. He's old school biker dude, and I kind of got this at the horse store, and it has these clips that you can modify it. So I shortened it, and then I put this. It used to be a dagger that my dad had, but he lost the actual knife. So I drilled a hole in this thing, and it looks cool. It looks like a little devil's tail flying in the fucking air. So there she is. I fucking see a lot of reviews pretty positive about this bike. I really like it. It's only like 650 pounds wet. So it's like, what, like 200 pounds lighter than one of those touring bikes. But it's still packing the fucking 107, you know. It has a lot of torque. I would fucking 120 all the way from fucking Odessa, get here like in 2 hours. The fastest I've gone is like 136 with the wind in my favor, but I start getting them wobbles. I get a little fucking freaked out. Like, I've gone faster in a sports bike, but this is like a whole different animal. But it's fucking fast. It can get out of its fucking own way. I mean, you know, for being a daily. So I do fucking put the miles on these bitches like my daily. It's like my shop truck now. Since it's the only registered vehicle I have, because I have to pay insurance and, you know, the actual fucking bike. So yeah, I love it. It's been great. I've had 0 fucking issues. I have maintenance it at 500, 1,000, 5,000 miles. I think. Something like that. But yeah, I've done all the fucking maintenance. Man, just a bit fucked up. Gonna leave it at neutral. Haters gonna hate my pipes, but honestly I made them out of a Volkswagen exhaust. But it touches the floor bad when I lean it, so it like bends it really badly. I'm gonna have to cut it up or something. Actually more last night. I guess I went hard. I guess I was going hard last night because I bent the shit out of that. Why I shoot so fucking hard.